Hi there, Libra. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 29th of August. Your sensitivity towards other people and your natural instinct to help and assist is always a strong part of your nature. But this year, due to the role of Neptune, I do feel there's almost been a sense of obligation, or you've been on the end of situations where it doesn't matter what you've done, it's almost as if you're always going to be in debit. You're never really going to get all the praise and recognition you deserve. Now, of course, last week, Mars was alongside Saturn in your sector of everyday communications, and it may have just concentrated your thinking a little bit more in terms of saying how you felt and fortifying your physical energy. Well, the two are going to be side by side in the first half of this week, but then Mars breaks free, and I do feel that that's something for you to really look forward to. It's going to give you a boost, because although Saturn next to Mars can give us a real sense of constructive action, it can also drain us, especially as Neptune is still feeding in a negative way. So the second half of this week sees Mars giving you more punch, more vigour in the way you get across your ideas. And Tuesday also sees Venus, your ruler, returns to your sign. Now, the next 28 days are going to be an awesome opportunity for you to recast your identity and use your natural charm, diplomacy and grace to good effect. But the irony is, although Mars is going to really be helping you, and Venus can help you to be more in the here and now, particularly around romantic relationships, there is still a lot of energy floating around in the 12th solar house of your horoscope. And from Tuesday too, Mercury in that location, the planet of communication, goes into a retrograde. Over the next 3 weeks, this could see you at times feeling quite separated from some of the people that you would normally be quite close to. You may find you want to cocoon yourself away a little bit more. Some thoughts could go round and round your mind. You may even find yourself being a bit more anxious. And there is, from Tuesday through to the end of this week, an opposition between the Sun and Neptune and a square with Saturn. Now, if this rings a bell, it's because the square between Saturn and Neptune has been ongoing since mid-May. But by Thursday, there is a solar eclipse on the first day of September. And I think this whole thing about obligations and doing the right thing for other people can all come up again. And it's going to be something you're going to have to work hard at over the next 6 months in terms of doing your bit, being conscientious, but at the same time making sure that you are putting the parameters in place that give you a little bit of space to feed your needs as well. So if you are in any situation where you feel that you're being subtly manipulated to do what other people want, or your goodwill is being taken for granted, or perhaps you are inclined to be a bit too giving, be cautious that this doesn't end up you playing the role of the martyr, because I do feel that this is what this solar eclipse is about, and your nervous system and your emotional and physical health could really struggle unless you do take a little bit more of a proactive approach. Now, in the second half of this week, Mars is going to help you to do that, and Venus too. These two are going to go on to cooperate, and I'll tell you more about that next time. But you are going to be moving forwards, moving more into your own needs, but there is a balance to be gained. But at the same time, you do need to recognise that if there are moments where it just all seems too much, try to do something that's very meditative, soothing, relaxing, healing, spiritual, restful, anything which feeds and nurtures your inner core. And whether this is at a more psychological, spiritual or physical level, it doesn't really matter, because that is the Holy Trinity that you really need to look after at this time. But I think someone, somewhere, is going to be showing a greater interest in you as Venus becomes more entrenched in your sign. And I think your love life, if it has gone through a period of consideration and uncertainty, that process may not be at an end, but I think you're going to become clearer about what you want over the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.